You guys couldn't really get that lead up to 20, even though you guys were pushing, making that run in the third quarter. How did you guys just get over that hump there down at the end?
I just found a way to make some shots, started taking care of the ball. They're a great team. They're a great team. They're here for a reason. You can't give them any extra opportunities, give them any easy baskets, any opportunities to transition. So we just had to shore up things, take care of the ball, and then we found a couple sets that we want to go to at the end, and we're fortunate enough to get good shots in for them to fall.
You guys won your 9th game this postseason, trailing 0-2. What is it about being the 0-2 Kings that you guys just are able to bounce back like that?
The team's resilient. This team is resilient. We always believe. We never give in. We never say die. Like I said, we never really have doubt. We continue to just chip away, try to figure out ways that we can be better, try to figure out ways to impose our will on our opponents. And this team's just hungry. It's always hungry to get better. You don't know what the results are ever going to be, but I love our approach. I love the way we come out. We continue to fight. We continue to try to find ways to get it done collectively, and we've been fortunate enough to make it this far. So.
Go ahead, Mary.
I think the Zoo today came out aggressive, a couple of little short halftime. What got into him? What did he deliver this time?
He showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of heart, a lot of fight. I think getting his footing, getting comfortable in this series. Zoo's always his intents are pure. He always wants to come out and do his best that he can. He's giving everything he has for his team. I think he's just figuring out how he can make an impact in this series. Playing against Aiden, great guards over there in terms of attacking. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, come downhill, Cameron Payne. So we're just trying to find ways to bottle them up, but Zoo's a big part of it. He's going to captain our defense. I think he's getting better at it, and then offensively he did a great job of screening and making sure that he gets downhill. And like you said, I think he's been fearless attacking the basket. He's making kickouts when he needs to, but he was a man with bad intentions each and every time that he touched the paint. So I was happy with the way that he attacked. Even the jump him, even the dunk that came off the backboard, it was great intent. So like I said, it's never the result. It's always the approach. So his approach was amazing tonight. He's a big part of what we do, big part of the reason that we got to win tonight. And hats off to him and the entire team the way they came in battle. Team man picking us up with the energy. Luke hitting big clutch shots, timely. Everybody that came in, Marcus contributing. Everybody's dealing with bumps and bruises. The way that he competed, the way that he wasn't combative about not starting today. He just came in and did everything he could. So this team we fought. It's been through a lot of ups and downs throughout the season, and we're just finding ways to stay alive. And that's what I'm proud of most of this team.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Ty had said before to Bob that when you guys land, Wednesday morning, you guys get back after game 2, he starts calling players and says, we got to move on. We have to move on. What was the plane ride like? And what was the moving on process like where you guys just had to flush it and get ready?
Plane ride was cool. Me, I think I'm like a baby with motion. So buses, flights, I don't really stay up. I try to stay up a little bit. But I just try to keep positive energy. I know myself, I try to go around just keeping positive vibes. Guys were still pretty loose. It was tough that we had the tough loss, but I think it hit us. It hit hard for a little bit, quickly. I think it hit hard quick, and then guys were over it. We were already on to moving on to figure out how we could be better, and not just the tip play. Yeah, that ate at us a little bit, but just plays throughout the game, how we could be better in terms of limiting their offensive rebounds, limiting our mistakes, Aiden rolling to the basket, limiting their paint, so many paint touches that they had. So we knew that there were so many other mistakes. We just knew that was the one that was going to be highlighted because it was the last play. But that wasn't what lost us the game. And I think guys were comfortable with moving on from that and figuring out how we could be better. So I think it showed when we carried over to today. And we're going to watch film again and try to figure out how to be better in Game 4 because we know this team has been a great team all year. The Suns, they're going to continue to fight. They're going to go make adjustments. And they got great players on there.
Go ahead.
Reggie, you guys came out playing hard, but then that shot that PG hits it before the end of the halftime, what did that do for you guys? And then also, what was the conversation like in the locker room at halftime? Because you guys then picked it up, the hard play, like another level in that third quarter, and were able to sustain it in the fourth.
I think Paul gave us a little more comfort. That shot, it kind of probably killed their momentum a little bit. They started to feel good. So we're very fortunate to have a guy like that who can do it all, who can do everything in this game, who can carry the weight with shoulders on a lot of the load. So that was a big time shot by him to give us just a little sigh of relief going into the half. And then mostly we were disappointed with the way that we felt like we kind of let go of it late in the second. So we wanted to come out even better. We know we haven't been particularly amazing in third quarters at times. So it was just everybody in there talking about let's get better. Let's go ahead and find a way to continue to push this. Particularly Pat Bev was energized, fired up about us not letting go, not letting our foot off the gas, and figuring out how to be better. So it's an amazing locker room we have. Everybody trying to collectively lead from their position, from their role, and everybody has, like I said, pure intent. So it doesn't matter who's on who's saying what. We know where it comes from the heart, and at the end of the day, we all want to win.
Reggie, we talked to you before about your late clock offense in particular, but they cut that lead down to 6 in the fourth quarter, and then you get the transition layup, which you could have backed it out. You didn't have to take it. You finished it through contact, and then you hit that open three. You're up 11. That's another momentum killer. Like, what does the team kind of give you as far as feedback, as far as the importance of creating offense, and especially in intense moments like that in particular?
They've empowered me. Honestly, this team has empowered me. This organization has empowered me since the time I've been here. From playing early, not playing, having DMPs, roles changing throughout the year. I think once we started finding some comfortability and just practicing and having roles throughout the game change, finding some success, it was really our leaders. It was really, Kawhi, Paul, Pat, and then collectively everybody, coaches. They were just on me about being aggressive, stay aggressive, stay aggressive. Throughout my career, trying to always make the right play and not necessarily just being myself and coming out and playing the game. It makes it a little difficult, but the more I just continue to be myself, the more that this team empowered me to be myself. I've been able to find success, fortunately, been able to stay healthy, and at the end of the shot clock, a lot of times they definitely are on me about coming search for the ball, staying aggressive, attacking, trying to make the right play, but just be aggressive. So, hats off to them. I definitely try to put in a lot of work throughout my career to be ready for those moments, but been working on my mind over the last few years, trying to be mentally strong. But you're only as great as your team wants you to be, and as they empower you. So, like I said, hats off to them. All condolences, and they've been pushing me to just be my best, and I've been fortunate enough to be playing well. But without them, this doesn't happen.
Thank you, Reg.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks, Reg.
Reggie Jackson with 23 tonight, second most among the Clippers and more than any Suns scored. As the Clippers get the win, we'll hear from the coaches and Paul George as we continue our post-game coverage.